Hi and welcome to this tutorial. This is going to be a redo video of my PHP object-oriented programming in Eclipse IDE. This will be better quality. Yeah, my last one wasn't zoomed in enough, so it's hard to see the text and stuff. So this time you're going to hopefully be able to see it better. So let's get started. Open your Eclipse IDE and create two files. Main.php, this is going to be our HTML, our main HTML page, and then class.php, this is going to be our class library. I'll explain what that is in just a moment. And the concept of object-oriented programming is just to improve or make your code a little bit easier to read, allow you to reuse code. That's exactly what a library is. It's just where it has functions, variables, and stuff within it that you can then call on, and it just makes everything easier. So right now we're going to write a class library, which is what we need before we can start actually object-oriented programming. To make a new class, you just say class, and then the name of it, we're going to call it first. And then just some brackets, and you can see that Eclipse already has, it auto-completes our brackets, and when you click next to one of the brackets, it highlights the other one, the corresponding one. And then code highlighting, that's really nothing new, but if you take a look to the right, wherever your outline part of your IDE is, you'll see that Eclipse puts your class library, and soon, once we start writing variables and functions within it, it'll have those like kind of in a tree view, which is nice for organizing your code. And also you can see when you click on something on the outline, it outlines, or it highlights things within here. And auto tabs also when you click inside the class, so that's all nice features within Eclipse. Now we're going to write one variable really quick, so let's do that. Within a library, you usually do var, and then the variable name. That's just one of the changes within a library, one of the few changes of how you write PHP code within a class library. Var, and then variable, let's say text. Text. So that's just initializing a variable. And now let's go back to our outline and open up first, and you can see it already has text within the class library first, and it has it like that. So that's nice. Now we're going to create a function. First, actually, function say something. What we're going to use this function to do is we're going to on our main page, we're going to pass a parameter within these parentheses right there, and it's going to echo something onto the page from the parameter that you put into the function. And we don't really need this variable anymore. I was just showing you how to initialize a variable. Also, you can do public and private stuff like that. And I'm not gonna go into depth with what public and private stuff are, functions and variables within the library are, but yeah, you know those. Function say something. Variable text. Variable text is going to be our parameter within the parentheses, and that's just on the main page. We're going to call on that function and put something within the parentheses, which will be automatically stored as variable text. And then here we're just going to say return. Let's say echo variable text. Okay, so Once again, on the outline, it has our function here with our parameters. So yeah. So let's get started on this main page. HTML tags, head, and once again we have code help in Eclipse and auto completion here. Title, OOP, if you didn't already figure it out, it's object-oriented programming. Body, we're just gonna, there. Okay, and then end the body and end the HTML. Alright. Before HTML, of course, in object-oriented programming, make sure that when your class library is on a totally separate page, that you include the library onto your page that you're calling the stuff within it. So just don't forget that, or else it won't work. It won't work at all. Include, you can use include, require once, whatever you like. I haven't had any problems with any of them. Whatever you feel best with. And we're gonna include class.php. So it's just a normal include function, and you include the class onto the page. Now, before we can actually start calling any of the functions or variables within the library, we have to initialize it as a variable, and let's call it variable first. And new, what did we call it? First? Was it first? Yeah, it was first. New first. So what that's doing is just creating a new instance of the library first. And of course we have parentheses right there. Sometimes libraries have functions called constructors within them. It's just another function, but it has the same name as the actual library. And like when you initialize this library, you can put something in there like hello. So that when the function is called, this function first, since it has the same name as the library, is automatically called. And if you had anything within these parameters, that would set, you know, right here in the quotes, hello would be set as variable hello in this constructor, since it's automatically calling. So we're not going to use that right now, but yeah, so now you know about constructors, and we're not going to need anything in these right now. And if you're someone that's used to JavaScript or Java or any other language, you would usually use a dot like that and then have stuff after it, or properties. In PHP we do hyphen and then a greater than sign, and then you can see Eclipse already knows lists stuff within the library that we might want to call. We just press enter, and then now it's telling us you need to enter variable text, hello and OOP. So that's our tutorial for right now. Pretty simple. There's a lot more stuff that we could cover, and I'll be making some more videos to go deeper into object-oriented programming in PHP. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.